disappointing. We're talking just moments after the game's been called off. We get a point each. 2020 sometimes can be a bit of a lottery. Would it have been even more of a lottery, just 11 overs aside, and we'd already used up 4 of ours?
Yeah, certainly. If it was 11 overs before the game had started, then it would have been a bit more of an even game. Unfortunately, when the games get reduced like that, it's sort of whoever wins the toss has got the better sort of chance of winning the game, because you sort of know what you have to chase. But yeah, having only scored sort of 30 or 4 overs would have put us in quite a tricky situation, and yeah, I'm sure we would have tried to get as many runs as we can, but it would have been quite tough.
Looking at the way you've been playing over the last few games, I guess you were probably chomping at the bit ready to get out there, weren't you? I mean, you've been in superb form, already got a couple of half centuries in this competition, and I suggest the one that you got at Bristol possibly was the best yet, and put the icing on the cake for that win, didn't it, after Tom and Cameron had got us off to such a good start.
Yeah, personally I've gone about it in quite a different way this year. I've sort of tried to be on the side of ultra aggressive, especially batting at Chelmsford where the boundaries are quite small. Generally, if you get half a hit, it can go for 4 or 6. We've spoke a lot about playing fearless cricket this year, and I've sort of gone out there and done that, and hopefully I can get a couple more scores and contribute to some much needed wins.
Watched you practising in the nets at Canterbury just a couple of weeks ago. You were hitting the ball so straight and cleanly. Is that one aspect of your hitting, the power shots that you've tried to bring into your game this year?
I've actually put a lot of effort into 2020 cricket this year. Trying my best to sort of, if I get the ball in my arc, then actually being able to hit it for 6 consistently. And yeah, again, it just comes down to sort of trusting your ability, and if it's in your area, have a swing.
I guess, although you've been around the scene now for 3 or 4 years, in terms of experience, you're still learning your trade, aren't you? And you know, the more games you play, the more you're going to know what your strengths are, and if you like, not necessarily the balls to hit, but those to just treat with a bit more respect.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's not just as simple as going out there and slogging. I think it's just about being aware of certain situations, knowing when you can and when you can't put your foot down. In 2020 cricket, it's something where I feel like you can keep evolving and keep getting better. If it's not with your batting, then make sure you try and be one of the best fielders in the park, or try and get a couple of sneaky overs in every now and then. But yeah, it's not quite as simple as slogging, but no. I think it's just more erring on the positive side.
Yeah. Just looking ahead, point from tonight, 2 home games next week. Probably, you know, venture to say they're must-win games, but I'm sure we'll go into there with the right attitude and right positivity and get those 2 wins together, and all of a sudden, qualifying place is there potentially, isn't it, for us?
Of course, yeah. I think with 6 games left, we'll probably need to win 4 or 5 out of them to go through. And we've talked about peaking at the right time of the competition. So if we can sort of win the next 2 games at home, and then hopefully get on a run and hopefully sort of sneak into a quarter-final spot. I think this year we've actually, when we've played well, we've been excellent, and then when we haven't played so well, we just haven't got everything together. If you look through our order, there's so much experience and a lot of talent in there. We just need to sort of get it all together. And I think if it does click, then we're going to be a really hard team to beat.
Yeah, sometimes the batters do the job and the bowlers not so good. Often that has been vice versa as well. But it will all come together, won't it? Because both units have proved what they can do.
Yeah, of course. I think it's just about not sort of one person performing on a day and then everyone else sort of having an off day. I think it's about 4 or 5 of us putting our hands up and trying to perform from there. Like I said, we spoke about it, we've got over 1,000 games in our squad, so there's a lot of experience. If we can actually put all that together, then we could be a real force to be reckoned with.